Hi, this is Brian French, and welcome to the Marketing Freak Show. Today we're going to give you a little bit of an inside peek of what it's like to be a LinkedIn group owner, and I'm going to be sharing with you some important tips on how and why become the friend of a group owner. And I think what you'll see is that group owners face a variety of different tasks and challenges that you can help with. And so let's get going. I'm going to take you to our group page, and what you'll see is the groups under this profile that I have. And so you can see that I have a variety of different groups that I lead. And you can see here's the Sarasota, Bradenton, Naples Networking and Marketing Mastermind group. And what these little numbers means is that that's the amount of people who want to join today. And also this other number is the amount of submissions for a discussion. And so let's actually go to the discussion area. So what you can see here is that every day we have a good number of discussions. I have groups on LinkedIn that there can be 150 discussions that are pending just in one day. So you can imagine the task of me being the group owner to go through each one of these discussions and see which one is best. I don't have hours to give LinkedIn free of charge, so I obviously have to go as quickly as possible to ferret out which are the most interesting discussions. But let me give you the fast track of having your discussion approved by a group owner. So here are all these people talking, right? They all think that they have the same amount of authority as maybe the group owner, which obviously they don't because they can't approve their own discussion. So my top tip would be, before you post a discussion to a group, send a message to the group owner saying, hey, I am doing this discussion piece, and it's about this topic, which I think is very appropriate for the group because of this reason. And also, I want to support your group, and I'm going to invite 50 of my contacts to the group. So if somebody is interested in being a good member of the group and wants to contribute to the group, then that is a fast track of being approved and getting on my good list. So, I mean, obviously, I will do favors for people who do favors for the group. And what that means is just being, a good member, just like you'd be a good member of the Rotary Club by bringing a friend to the next meeting. So this is what we're after too. If you want to create your own community, then you're welcome to do so on LinkedIn and creating your own group. But we don't really turn our group over to anybody who has a LinkedIn membership and wants to create a post. Because if that was the case, I mean, we have in some groups 7,000 people in a group. So you can imagine, we're not going to turn our group that has certain goals and objectives and a certain game plan to help people over to just anybody. So our group is actually our group, and the phrase group owner is the title that LinkedIn gave us. So the purpose of a group like one of our groups here, so let's go to the group that we have here, the Tampa Bay Orlando group. So this is a group with about 7,800 members in it. And you can see there's 56 messages posted that day. And I just approved all the different people to join, so there aren't people joining this minute. But, this has 7,800 people in the group. So, again, people will call me up out of the blue, and they'll have a great idea. Well, I'll just work with this guy and ask him to do me a favor, and he'll do it. And they don't understand. I get requests to do people a favor and to be their networking buddy about 3 times a day. But what's missing from the relationship is that they have nothing in their pocket to kind of interest me. It's a one-way relationship. It's a give and take relationship. They want me to give and they want to take. And so they should reverse that. They should look for ways to contribute to the efforts of the group on LinkedIn that will certainly get the attention of the group owner. So if you're a member of the Tampa Orlando Networking Mastermind group, what I would suggest is, if you want to be a buddy, then, do the group a favor. Invite people to maybe one of our networking meetings. So, we have networking meetings that cost $10, and here's one that has 4 meetings in one. It's at a great, convenient waterfront location. The whopping cost is $10. So, if you want to, have me on your side, you really need to put forth the effort to be on the group side. So here's the person, gazelleii Gloser. She's an awesome person who has supported what we've done in a variety of different ways. What she had done to get my attention is that she has sent invitations to this meeting to all of her contacts. So she sent over 500 messages. So obviously she knows how to be a good friend. Relationships in social media are much like relationships that you have in your personal life. They are kind of value-based. So a good friend knows how to be a good friend. So my tip for you today is how to be a good friend on LinkedIn is get to know the group owner and look for ways that you can benefit them. So here's a marketing meeting that we're going to have. We'll probably have 100 people at the meeting. What could somebody do to be a friend of the group? Well, how about volunteering to help out at the sign-in desk, or maybe help volunteer clean up after the meeting? You can see that we're trying to put a lot on the plate for $10, considering it's a networking meeting on the water. It has 4 different subjects. There's a Sandler training seminar that we're doing. That the Sandler programs usually, these are for high-end corporate sales executives that, are serious about learning new sales tips. So this is usually a program that costs, over $10,000 a year to implement, and you're getting a free seminar just by attending and paying your $10 or so. And the $10 does include some food and beverages that we're providing. So learn how to be a good buddy of the important people who are on LinkedIn. You don't need to connect with 8,000 different people. You need to connect with the people who are the most significant and have the greatest ability to help you. But before you contact me or other people who are group owners, have something in hand that you're prepared to provide a benefit. The bigger the benefit, the better. This is Brian French, and thank you for listening to the Marketing Freak Show. If you have other questions or comments, please post them or send me an email at brian@floridawebsitemarketing.com. This is Brian French, and thank you for listening to the Marketing Freak Show.